The only question that matters in this video, especially if your wallet is a little lean, would you want to stretch it out with the Sonos Ace or go with the tried and true Sony XM5s? This is the Sonos Ace, and off the bat, this is quite a solid offering from them. These not only work seamlessly with my iPhone 15 Pro, but even with my Android, which is a Red Magic 9 Pro, as it enables Snapdragon sound to stream lossless audio via Bluetooth. Of course, this is Sonos' way of getting new customers like myself onto the ecosystem, but at what cost? In the box, you will get the case, the Sonos Ace, the USB-C cable, a USB-C to 3.5mm audio jack, and instructions that you probably won't need. Jokes on us, because we actually do need it, because the Sonos Ace has actual buttons to control the headphones, and they're pretty intuitive, but of course they'll take time to get used to. So with physical buttons, that means no swiping around, dirtying the heck out of the cups of the headphones, which I really hate, especially if your Sony XM5s or just any other headphones are white or, kind of cream kind of color. But that also begs the question, I wonder how long it will take for this white to yellow or, get dirty, but for now, it's doing fine. I also want to say that the casing the Sonos Ace comes with looks pretty. It feels great, but it's also quite the dirt magnet. I'm not sure if you can pick it up on the camera over there, but I just put this inside my bag and it picked up almost everything that's inside, and it's nice to look at and feel, but when it attracts dirt this easily, I'd rather use a sack or just anything else that can hold these headphones. More on the case, the zipper is hidden nicely on the inside, so it gives a very seamless kind of look. And also, I just realized Sonos is still spelled Sonos backwards. Wow, I never realized that. But the inside is nice and green, and also kind of like what Sony does with their headphone cases, except this is magnetic. Look at that. This magnetic pouch holds everything you need, like the USB-C cable and the aux cord. Pretty easy, and when you put it in, it looks really pretty. Just like that, nothing will come off. Though why make it magnetic when you just leave it inside there, I am not sure. Sonos is saying that this has got 30 hours of battery life with ANC enabled, ultra fast charging with the included USB-C cable. You'll get 3 hours of battery life with 3 minutes of charging. It comes equipped with custom designed 40mm dynamic drivers, 8 beam-forming microphones for noise control and targeting, and magnetic earphone cups made of vegan leather wrapped around soft memory foam, which are similar to what Apple is running with the AirPod Maxes. Other thing is, it's very easy to spot which one's the right side and left side because they're color coded. This green one right here, this means right. And when you spot this, it's great. Like honestly, more companies should do this. And real world test wise, I only charged my headphones up every 2 days or so because my commute to work from home is usually about an hour, so to and fro that's 2 hours, and I will use my headphones to edit for about 2 to 4 hours. And when you take into account that I'm in the office about 8 to 9 hours a day, that's about 8 hours of usage and 20 hours over 2 days. And I've not run into any weird battery issues or drains, so we are good for now. Of course, everyone else will be comparing the Sonos Ace with the AirPod Maxes based on looks and of course the price range, but after using it for a bit, I feel that in terms of performance, the XM5s are a much better comparison because these are still my gold standard for headphones. The AirPod Maxes are heavy and get uncomfortable after an hour or two of using them because of the weight, but also because of the pressure the ANC generates. The Sonos Ace, in terms of performance, is really so much closer to the XM5s. They're both light, comfortable to use for long periods of time, and on my mother's name, Sonos are close, but not really, to achieving the kind of ANC Sony produced in the XM5s, or even the XM4s, I'd say. Listening to podcasts around 50% with the Sonos Ace on, say, a train, you'd still be able to pick up, of course, the train chimes and people with higher pitched voices, but around 75% to 80%, most things will get drowned out, and at the very most, you just pick out like the tail end of a train announcement chime, and then that's about it. And that's for podcasts and just people talking. Same thing goes for listening to music with the pop stuff, like say, I'm So Tired by Love. I still can't get this name right, honestly. For heavier music, I listen to Numbers on a Board by Missing Link featuring Gridiron, and blasting that around 70%. It was great. Like honestly, yeah, no issues, nothing, couldn't pick up anything at all. If you want to go heavier, I listened to Cry Wolf by Nails at about 70%, and I really couldn't pick up anything else. Again, maybe just very, very minor bits of the chime from our train stations, but outside of that, nothing. Also, here's how the Sonos Ace mic sounds like in a very noisy environment, like being in an underground train and in the office for the Sonos Ace. Let me know in the comments what you think about the mic. This is how the Sonos Ace microphones sound like in a quiet environment. I'm in the office right now, and this is how they sound like in a quiet office environment. This is how the Sony XM5 sound like in a quiet office environment. I'm in the office right now, and this is how they sound like. This is the Sonos Ace microphones. This is how they perform like in a noisy environment. We are in a train right now. And this is how the Sonos Ace microphones sound like. Yeah, so this is the microphones for the Sonos XM5. It's really sound like in a very noisy environment. We are staying underground in a train. So this is how the XM5 sound like in a noisy environment. Let's talk sound quality. Imaging wise, I'd say it's pretty accurate, and I can go pick out exact positions of where enemies are moving in games like Modern Warfare 3 and PUBG Mobile even. And when it comes to music, I'm able to pick out different instruments, and it feels pretty wide. Vocals are warm and welcoming on tracks like I'll Be Over You by Toto, and listening to this song with the Sonos Ace, I'm kind of talking about comfort levels here, just using the headphones. Reminds me of sitting in a hi-fi room my uncle made specifically for his audiophile grade speakers and just set up in general. Wearing these reminded me of how comfortable it was just to be in that room while listening to tracks like this one by Toto. Moving on to a heavier track called Absalom by Gen Giant's Periphery, I'm able to pick out the toms that Matt Halpin, their drummer, was hitting on kind of on the right side here, and I never really noticed it before. It never clicked with me. The bass riff at the start is well-rounded and full, and when the guitars with the delay effects come in after that, or rather during that part of the bass riff, I really get a good sense of spacing between the members. A live acoustic set from Taylor Swift's performance of Betty from the 2020 Academy of Country Music Awards confirms it for me. Her vocals come in nice and full and warm, guitars come in nice and clear, and the accompanying harmonica is off to the listener's right. So that's kind of it testing tracks out. Overall, the bass is punchy where it needs to be, and the highs and mids don't sound muddy or drowned out by any of the three ranges. Vice versa, whatever. And if you want an additional layer to the tracks I listen to, I will always listen to To's live performance of Goodbye featuring Toki Asako, or even Starkey Puppy's Shofukan Live. And this pair of headphones really do allow each element and instrument in these tracks to shine as good as the AirPod Max's XM5s, and in some ways, maybe even slightly better than the both. And that's a given since it's newer tech. It's great to hear and feel how comfortable the Sonos Ace is, and maybe add in a Secretlab chair to amp up your listening experience. Here at Geek Culture, Secretlab is our everyday ergonomic buddy. Whether we're working, playing, or taking a quick nap, we feel less aches and more refreshed, even after sitting for long hours. Secretlab provides ergonomic support literally from head to toe, from dynamic lumbar support to their proprietary medium foam cushioning, and even premium footrests that promote circulation. That's good for you. For more information, check out secretlab.co. It's accurate, it's full, it doesn't pull any punches. The Sonos Ace has some great highs, but it also has some pretty bad lows, and that's the whole controversy with the app. At the time of recording, of course. The highs being it has great design, and a lot of care has been taken when approaching the user's comfort and accessibility of the ear cups. Magnetic ear cups, which are great. The physical buttons are honestly very easy and intuitive to navigate and remember once you get around to it. And the app is simple to use, and that's the pitfall for current Sonos users, of course, whose whole audio ecosystems banked on the app's previous features. One of the big things that Sonos is touting for the uninitiated is how you can, at the touch of the action button, transfer the audio that you're listening to, whether it's a song or if it's from a program, say directly from your Sonos Ace to your soundbar and vice versa. And by extension, the ecosystem that users have in their house. And the transfer of media will be immediate. If you're watching a movie with your Sonos Arc and that movie supports Dolby Atmos, transfer the audio to your Sonos Ace and you'll get spatial audio enabled on the headphones just like that. We don't have an Arc to test that out, but currently that's the only soundbar that has been listed to us for now. So expect updates in future for more Sonos soundbars and other products they have that would work with this. In regards to the app, again, I don't own Sonos products myself prior to this, but the app at the time of recording isn't doing too well with a whole list of stuff. just go read up about it. I just hope things improve over time for the app. For the Sonos Ace, it is very simple. The EQ is definitely way too simple for my liking, especially from an audio company. And the rest of it, I don't know. There's like 2 other options you can change up. I mean, it's quite forgettable. It's simple and forgettable. That's what I'm trying to say. It definitely needs some more work. I've always been of the opinion that you can simplify things, yes, but not to the point you leave out those that are more enthusiastic about their audio and music. What I'm trying to say is dropping $699 SGD for this, there best be enough customization for your current clientele and an option to simplify it for the newcomers or people that simply just want the sound to be good, and that's it. Sound good, good. That's all they want. All in all, these Sonos Ace are a great pair of headphones that want to gun for the AirPod Max's spot, but ultimately faces their true competitor, the XM5s. And between the two, with their current specs, performance, and of course price point, the XM5s beat out the Sonos Ace clean. You've got great sound, full control of EQ, a reliable-ish app for these Sonys, and it may have come out in May of 2022, but they retail for like 2/3 of the price on sale, or if you can get a good deal online. I got these at 355 Sing. Almost brand new from some dude with buyer's remorse. Even at full retail price of 589 SGD for almost the same performance. But the real deal breaker for me is that I can use the XM5s plugged in while they're turned off, and I can't do that with the Sonos Ace, and that's wild to me how one can get so close but still get left behind. I get the XM5s have drawbacks like its portability, which I'm still mad about. I still kind of wish they could fold like the XM4s and 3s. But if you want to talk bang for your buck with sensible function, features, and design, the XM5 still beat out the Sonos Ace and AirPod Maxes. This is a solid first offering from Sonos, but it misses the mark at outdoing its peers, especially with the both of them being out years prior, and these were being rumored for years as well. With all that, will you still be considering the Sonos Ace? Let me know in the comments below if you're going to pick one up, and if you have any questions about it, let me know in the comments as well, and I'll try my best to get to them. If you like what you watch, we put out stuff daily. Just follow us on all of our socials right here to get more from us. And if you feel like supporting us, maybe hit that like and subscribe button. It goes a long way. And yeah, I hope you guys had a good one with this video, and I'll catch y'all soon.